All right, we are going to talk cast iron.
Yes.
Now, cast iron for a lot of us is what we think about our grandmother's cooking. And we may still have that skillet, but it might be rusty. There was a lot that you needed to do with those old cast iron skillets. This is the benefits of cast iron, but it's ceramic, so it's non-stick, so nothing's gonna stick. You get that perfect, this is why we like cast iron, you get that perfect high temperature char. And these are 8-inch skillets.
Yep.
You're gonna have your choice of black, you see teal, you see red, those are your choices. We've got it already on a customer appreciation month price of $26.95, but if you use that coupon code for 20% off, you can only use it once today. If you use it here, when you check out, use item number or code number 183899, you get to take 20% off of our price, and it makes your cast iron skillet $21 and change. Ooh, listen to the sizzle.
Listen to the sizzle. Now look, why do we love cast iron? It gets hot and stays hot for the best sear of your steak or chicken or salmon or veggies. But unlike Grandma's cast iron, this is ceramic non-stick. Look at my skin on chicken, doesn't stick. Or my salmon, doesn't stick. So it doesn't just mean easy cleanup, it means you don't have to worry while you're cooking. And you get perfect, even, crispy results. Now at 8 inches, this to me is a wonderful try me size. If you've never tried ceramic non-stick cast iron and think it's too good to be true, try it. You're gonna get the even heat, whether you're searing, braising, roasting, frying. This is real deal cast iron, but totally non-stick. So you can now sear and braise and finish in the oven. You can do anything you could have done in old school cast iron, except it's the benefit of ceramic non-stick cooking. Now look at this steak, look at the sear. You're not getting this with steel or aluminum. This is what cast iron is all about. But unlike Grandma's cast iron, where you couldn't wash it, you couldn't put it in the dishwasher, you had to season it. Look at this. Look at my skillet where I just did that giant ribeye. That is as non-stick as it gets. That's how I want you to be able to cook at home with the benefit of cast iron. 3 layers ceramic non-stick, but the benefit of real deal cast iron. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Wipe it clean. You're also noticing, because this is cast iron, it heats up. But you've got these silicone handles here.
I've got these little silicone handles that you can add because it gets hot and the heat goes all the way through. Now look at my salmon, Tamara. Even, beautiful color. Now, old school cast iron, you can't use acidic ingredients like wine or tomatoes because it rusts old school cast iron. But this is ceramic non-stick. So I can now add a little splash of white wine and make a little sauce right in my pan. This is the way you can be cooking. You don't worry about cleanup. You don't worry about what ingredients. You have fun. You get the benefit without the pain of the butt of old school cast iron,
That's right. Yeah, because old school, as much as we loved it, it was hard to clean, it was hard to take care of, all the things. And when it comes to the benefits of all that high heat, ovens save up to 500 degrees. You do not hear that.
We've tested it to over 800. So pop this under your broiler. You could shallow fry it. You could do anything in it. And at 8 inches, look at my little potato roasty slide on out. Look at this. It's a wonderful try me size. If you want to get into our cast iron lineup, which people love, because you get the benefits of Grandma cast iron without the headache, you can try it at 8 inches. And it just becomes your everyday pan. I mean, when you think about it, even in terms of it's your new non-stick skillet just for eggs, absolutely. Now look, here's where I did that roasty, just like with the steak. You wipe it out. This isn't old school cast iron. That's your cleanup. And when you don't dread the cleanup, you use the cookware. Check out this animation of the technology. It's 3-layered, diamond-enhanced, ceramic-infused, non-stick cast iron. So you get the benefits of real deal cast iron without the headache. It's unbelievably easy and versatile with that heat resistant up to 500, but really tested to over 8. It's so fun to use, and at 8 inches, Tamara, it really is, to me, a great try me size.
Agreed.
You know, because look, even if you treat it like your new non-stick pan, absolutely. But then the fact that it's actual cast iron, it's unbelievable.
Yes, and it's got, and you're seeing it there, you can clean it. It is dishwasher safe, but it's gonna be so easy. Most of us will very likely never put it in the dishwasher, but you could if you just wanted to. You're choosing whether you want it in red, and it's gonna be that outside color, the red, the black, or the teal. Now the black to me looks like the most authentic cast iron that we are used to. Just know it does have some weight because it's cast iron.
Yeah.
This is the one that, it's that legendary. I love that it's got the pour spouts on the side. I love that it's not too big to handle. You've got a nice depth to this as well. And just a real overall, like you said, try me, not too small.
Yep.
Because you're putting actually a good amount of food in each one of these 8-inch skillets.
I mean, look at this. I've got 3 chicken thighs, 2 pieces of salmon, a big ribeye. It's a wonderful try me size. Even if you use it for your eggs as your new non-stick skillet, you'll love it. And then once you cook with it and discover, wait a second, this is real deal cast iron. Yeah. You're gonna sear your pork chops, your steaks, your chickens. And by the way, I'm doing these 2 pork chops in the same pan where I did the steaks. Yeah. Notice I didn't put any oil or butter.
No.
Because it's so non-stick, I can now cook with less fat. I can save that 1 or 2 tablespoons of fat every single day. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, which we're gonna talk about later with our spritzers, has 14 grams of fat and 120 calories.
Wow.
1 tablespoon. So even if I can get a sear like that without any extra fat, it's also a lovely way to cook with less fat.
That's
and this salmon that I started, look at this, with a little white wine, some parsley, some shallot. I started the dish with no oil or butter, and look at the sear that I've got. Now look at this, follow me on the plate. I'm gonna plate up this salmon. I made a little sauce with just a knob of butter, some wine, some herbs. Everyday cooking without the cleanup. Right. And now, follow my pan. This is my cleanup. Wipe it out.
Yeah.
Old school cast iron, are you kidding?
Yes.
You could never do that. This is real deal ceramic, non-stick cookware.
That's right, and you're getting it into every corner, and because you can get it cleaned out, you're not gonna have those issues with rust or food getting stuck or all of those things. You don't have to be a great cook to use cast iron.
No.
Because you still have that non-stick quality. So if something burns, it's not going to ruin your skillet.
Oh man,
Look
it looks
at the
so
chicken.
good.
You put the, you had that huge ribeye. You just put the pork in there.
I just put the pork in there and it's going. And by the way, I'm not doing it with any oil or any butter. Yeah. This is the magic of cast iron. You're getting amazing results. And look, nothing sticks. Here's the skillet where I just did that chicken. Done. You wipe it out. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to season it. Right. You could do anything. Even vegetables become exciting in cast iron. I've always said this. When I char my Brussels sprouts or my broccoli or my cauliflower, look at the color I'm getting on those Brussels. This is what makes it exciting, not boring, right? So cast iron has the power to make even your vegetables something exciting and exhilarating.
Absolutely.
Even if you're baking, even if you're doing a quesadilla.
Okay.
Cheese down.
Yeah.
It won't stick.
I love
this.
And this pan is hot. I love that it holds the temperature. I love that if you want hot, you're gonna get hot with cast iron.
If you want hot, you're gonna get hot with cast iron. That's the magic of cast iron. And this is why Grandma always cooked with cast iron. It gets hot and it stays hot.
Yes.
Look at this little upside down quesadilla. I'm gonna start with the melted cheese.
Okay.
Now I can add my tortilla on top of the melted cheese. Look. Get this shot, guys. The cheese is dancing in the bottom of my cast iron. Nothing is sticking. Yes. How cool is that? You're gonna use it for your cheesy omelets because it won't stick. You can cook with less fat. And look, it glides
right
out. At 8 inches, it's your try me size. And when you're done, literally wipe it out. And remember, I've used these for steaks, for pork, for chicken, even melted cheese. Now I'm gonna go to my oven real quick because you can also bake in it. Look at this. Even at 8 inches, Tamara. Look at my berry cobbler.
Gosh.
Heading into summer. Do you know what this berry cobbler is missing? Homemade ice cream right on top. Stay tuned for that. Now I've got 3 chicken parmesans. Beautiful. And look, even at 8 inches, it's quite deceptive. Look at that.
That's a lot of food in there.
It's a wonderful everyday size.
Because you know, a lot of recipes will call for you start on stovetop and then you finish it in the oven.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have to transfer the pan, you can just take it from one place to another. Look at all of that.
And look, when you do that, that's a pro move. In restaurants, we'll all the time sear, then finish in the oven. Here, you could pop it under a broiler, you could finish in the oven. Oven safe up to 500, but we've tested it to over 800 degrees.
Now, why, like you say in the restaurants, why do they do that? Why do they start oven and, start
So that
stove
way you can get a sear and finish cooking. So let's say you've got a thick ribeye. Oh my gosh, it's just an easy way to cook and it's fun. Again, you can use wine, tomato, acidic ingredients. Look at the vigorous bubbling because it's not going down in temperature.
Right.
This is the magic of cast iron cooking. Gets hot, stays hot.
Ooh, so good. You're getting the 8-inch, all right? Great size, great try-me size. Look at all of that.
My quesadilla that started upside down, cheesy quesadilla. It's unbelievable how it could just slide out. I'm gonna put it with a salad, why not? Look.
Yeah.
It just slides out.
Ooh, so
oh my
good. Look,
gosh,
it's still bubbling.
Just bubbling away.
That just goes to show how hot it is.
Come here and
It's
look at
still
my
bubbling.
pan. I started that pan, remember, with cheese on the bottom. That is how nonstick I'm talking about.
That's what we're
So
saying.
if I can wipe out, Tamara, melted cheese or sugar from the cobbler or cook with less fat on my pork chop or make my vegetables exciting or use it for my omelets or my new egg pan, this is the cast iron nonstick pan of your dreams.
This is it. You see this cobbler? That's not going to be an overnight soak. Once the food's gone, you're not soaking that because you can just wipe it clean. Do you see all of the food that Chef was able to make here? Holds the heat. These are oven safe up to 500 degrees. You're cooking, you're baking, stovetop, in the oven. Anything you want to cook, anything you want to put on, there are no rules when it comes to this cast iron. You could even put it in the dishwasher.
Totally.
Most of us will not because it cleans so quickly. But you could.
Yep.
Don't put grandma's cast iron in the dishwasher. She will come after you. We've got it for you in black, we have it in teal, and we have it in red. Those are your choices. Pour spouts on either side. If you want the silicone handles, because this cast iron gets hot everywhere, so if you want the silicone handles that are made to fit perfectly there, go ahead and add those on hsn.com. Look at all of this food.
Just look at how good everything looks. And again, look at that middle skillet there, the black skillet. Remember, I started my steaks in here. Then I did my pork chops. Everything just cleans out. You give it a wipe. You don't have to soak. You don't have to season like old school cast iron, which kind of got grimy.
Yeah.
You know, where you were afraid to clean old school cast iron. This is ceramic nonstick for your proteins, your vegetables, your baking, even to make those carrots and Brussels something exciting. Your eggs, it's your new nonstick. Ceramic nonstick, but it's also cast iron.
Real quick, do I only use silicone tools with this?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I could use metal?
So strong.
Oh my gosh.
3 layers. It's really, really, really durable.
You know how many people have gotten kicked out of somebody's kitchen for using the wrong utensil on their pot and pan. I get it. So I just wanted to ask that. Thank you on that one.
And baking it too. Baking it. Look at the cinnamon buns and the cakes. Bake.